Welcome, everybody, to tonight's continuing education class. If this is your first one, I'm so excited for you. These are basically a 201 deeper dive into learning how to use your essential oils as tools to support you and your well-being, and we're really glad you're here. These are classes that we do specifically for our team, the Living Drop Collective, and if you didn't know this, when you join these classes, at the very end, we'll give you a little Google form. And when you fill that out, it's kind of like a roll call sheet. It's almost like you're getting like your punch for being at class. And once you join up to 8 of these classes, either these classes or our forums, and as long as you're filling out those forms, that tracks you. And then you're able to actually get a free diffuser on us as a gift. We love supporting people that are like taking ownership of their health and going deeper. So anyways, I'm really excited for tonight because Michelle Cost is going to be leading us and sharing all about essential oils and using them specifically for stress, sleep, and for emotions. And if you don't know Michelle, she's a really incredible human. She is a self-leadership coach. She's, of course, a wellness advocate with doTERRA. Her and her husband own a gym here in Waco, Texas, and she has 5 dogs. And she's also just so much fun. And I think you're just going to really enjoy learning from her tonight. I think ultimately my favorite thing about Michelle is that, first of all, of course, she's like a real human going through everything that so many people have gone through the last year and a half, and even so much more. We all have our own stories in our lives, right? But she's really like taking herself to a whole new level through self-leadership, and she coaches so many people and empowering them how to really like reshape your beliefs and take ownership of the rituals you're doing in your life, and own your wellness so you can start really enjoying your life to a whole new level. Of course, there's always going to be the ups and the downs, right? But there is so much to like owning and being intentional of the things that you're excited about. So anyways, without further ado, J. Michelle Cost.
Great, thanks everyone. I think somebody is off mute, so if you guys just
yeah, Michelle, sorry, can you click on my screen and add me as a co-host?
Go ahead, Chase.
And then I should be able to mute people. If you look at my screen, there's like a ... in the top corner.
2003. They are requesting you as soon as you can get there.
Oh, I don't know how to make you a host.
Oh, it's okay. Do you see my picture in the corner screen?
Yeah, I see your picture.
And then if you hover over it, there's like a
okay, yes, make co-host. Did that work?
Yes, I think so. Okay, got it.
Okay, y'all, some technical difficulties. What's a class about stress without a little stress, y'all?
For real.
Wait, okay. Well, so we're starting over. We'll beginning again. Okay, well, welcome. Hello, welcome to 201 Stress, Sleep, and Emotions. I'm Michelle. Kristen, you did a great job introducing me, so I don't feel like I need to say anything more. I'm really excited to teach this class today because when I was looking over the material, I literally was like, oh, I use all of these products every day in all that I do. These are my go-to essential tools as a self-leadership coach. I really, truly believe in having tools and things to support you and being your best self. And that's the one thing that I really love about oils and these products, because truly this is what supports me in being my best self, all of it. This morning, I'll tell you one hot tip that I have right now, product that I love is Brave. This is like totally off topic, I'm going rogue, Kirsten, I'm going rogue, but this is Brave. Love Brave, you guys. I just got it. And it smells like, I just want to, everybody. It's wild orange, cinnamon, and amorous. I don't even know what amorous is, but it smells incredible, and it just gives you confidence and the ability to step into whatever you need to be brave. And so this has been my absolute favorite thing right now.
Michelle, since we're off the cuff, do you care if I share a story about Brave?
Share a story about Brave, please.
Okay, so last summer, my 5-year-old, he was 4 at the time, he did like swimming lessons for the very first time, and this child like hates to get his face wet. Like even taking showers, it's like a battle to wash his hair because he doesn't want his eyes to get wet. Anyways, so you can imagine what swimming lessons were like. The first day, this swim instructor looked at me and she goes, wow, I didn't realize I was going to be doing lessons for a little lawyer. And I was like, yeah, sorry. Because he was arguing and he didn't want to put his face in the water. And so anyways, it was like stressful for like 3 or 4 days. I think we had swimming lessons that first week, and every day he was fighting it and just like hated putting his head underwater, didn't want to go back. So then finally over the weekend, I was like, oh, hey, like I had already each night at bedtime, I had been telling him, buddy, you're brave, like you can do new things, you're doing such a good job, like, and
I
we're
love
praying together, we're doing all the things, right? And then that weekend, I was finally like, okay, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing, but I'm going to use the Brave oil on him. And I'm not even kidding, that after that weekend, he went back to swimming lessons and he went right underwater when the swim teacher told him to. And the swim teacher looked at me and I was like, and I'm not saying it's all the oil, but the great thing is oils are just like so powerful to support us in what we're already doing intentional work for. And there's so much to the science of how they work in our brain too. But anyways, it was just like a fun, cool story. And he loved it. He loved using Brave. And of course he loved me encouraging him. So anyways, it
I
was a
love
sweet
that
little
so
moment we
much.
had with Brave.
I love it. I mean, it's called the Courage Blend. So everyone, go get yourself one. It's really great. I love it. The other thing I have with me is my Pilot diffuser, which I absolutely love. I take it everywhere. And this one in here, I have Balance and Wild Orange going right now. So I'm just going to turn that on so that I can feel calm and at ease. And then the other thing that I really love that I highly recommend if you don't have this already is the emotion. There's a book called Essential Emotions, and you can get it off Amazon. I think it was like $20, but each oil has a whole story about its emotional properties, and it's actually really incredible what each oil can elicit or bring into your being when you put it on topically or when you're diffusing it. And you'll notice at different seasons of your life that you'll be drawn to certain oils, and then you'll look up what it means, and it'll be so fascinating that it's like, oh, I've been trying to actually harness more of that empowerment. No wonder I've been going towards ginger so much. So anyways, it's a really great book. Highly recommend getting that. And it's a really great way to figure out, oh, what sort of diffuser blend should I put together? How do I want to be feeling? It just really allows you to get creative. So I highly recommend getting this book. Okay, enough of that. Moving on. Here we go. So let's start with this question. And I can only see a few of you, but just curious. On a scale of 1 to 10, 0 being not at all, and 10 being this is a big problem. So I guess on a scale of 0 to 10, not 1 to 10, how often are you aware of being stressed in your daily life? So just would like to see hands if you are on camera. Just give me a set of numbers. Let's just take a pulse check of where we are. Okay. Okay. All right. So everyone's like pretty kind of aware of being stressed in your daily life. What about how concerned are you about the quality and quantity of your sleep? Scale of 10. Okay, so lots of people on sleep. Okay, I can see a few hands. Okay, and then how frequently do your emotions feel difficult to manage appropriately? On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being a big problem. Freely your emotions. Okay, so it's not very difficult to manage your emotions necessarily, but you definitely need help with sleep and maybe need a little bit more help with being aware of being stressed in your daily life. So one thing I'll say about being stressed in your daily life and being aware of that, I'll just give you a hot tip. This is from my leadership stuff, but recognize that all your emotions start within your body, and look and listen for what does worry and judgment and doubt and fear and unforgiveness. What do those emotions feel like in my body? What does stress feel like in my body? And let your body sort of tell you when you're feeling stressed. And that should be your first indicator that, oh, I might need to grab an oil. I might need to get my courage blend. I might need to get my adaptive out. So use that as a temperature gauge for yourself. Check in with your body, recognize what are those body sensations the last time you were feeling worried or stressed. And then next time you feel that sensation or emotion, that next sensation, you'll know, oh, okay, I'm stressed right now. Okay, that was just a hot tip. All right, so we're gonna move into the science of how this all works, because emotions and oils and all of that can sound a little woo-woo, but there really truly is some science behind it, and it does actually work. So I'm gonna turn it over to Kristen to share a little bit more about the science behind all of it. Oh, you're on mute, Kristen.
I love teaching this part because I was originally such a skeptic when it came to essential oils and their effects on our emotions. And I would also just say, like, in my experience living life, I was a farm girl and I was a college athlete. So I just like blew through my emotions, and like it was kind of like no pain, no gain in life, right? Like there's no point in like thinking about our emotions. But
Kristen, that's so hardcore.
right? I mean, I'm 32 now. I'm like, I feel like I've definitely grown. I've learned a lot, but especially in college and things like that, I just like, I don't think I took time to thoroughly process through my emotions or think, how do I get to the root of what's going on? And then when it came to essential oils, I was completely drawn to them because of their physical benefits, but not thinking about how they would impact my physiology because of mood and stress and all those sorts of things. And so I love explaining this to people because I was a skeptic. So maybe you are too. Welcome. And I'm going to rewind to something that we cover at all of our intro to oil classes. And that is when we talk about, you know, we've all had an experience probably where you have gone to a doctor or a dentist or something like that. And like, for instance, for me, when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, they put a gas mask on my face. They didn't inject me with anything. They didn't have me swallow anything. They just put that gas mask on. I breathed in that medication and it goes up that olfactory nerve right here, and it impacts this front part of your brain, which then impacts the whole rest of your body. And this front part of your brain is actually called the limbic part of your brain, and it controls emotions. But the reality is we've all had emotions where like maybe we've been really stressed or really nervous about something to the point that we like get sick to our stomach, or like sometimes people will even throw up. And that's an example of how our emotions will affect our physiology and the rest of our body. But anyways, everything's just very hyper connected within our body. And so when it comes to smell and essential oils and how they impact our emotions, I always love to remind people that our brain only has 3 different types of photoreceptors, which is like what we see with our eyes. And we actually have like hundreds of different kinds of smell receptors. So all those hundreds of different types of smell receptors pick up on all these different things. And essential oils have chemistry that, again, like we talked about, it travels up this olfactory nerve and impacts this front part of your brain. And it can elicit all sorts of different emotional responses. And that's why, for instance, there has actually been research done where they took doTERRA's like 6 main emotional aromatherapy line. It's like console, forgive, peace, motivate. They took all of those and they actually diffused them in a hospital for all of the people that were working there. And they did a study where they had the workers there, the employees, fill out some specific feedback forms, and they shared what their experience was when essential oils were being diffused at the workplace. And they found that people were definitely scientifically, like it was proven through this study that their emotions were being affected, and that they were experiencing deeper calm and less stress when the oils were being diffused. So there's all sorts of other studies on things like that as well. But ultimately, the big things I want you to take away is, number one, essential oils are a tool to help you be intentional, to get on top of emotions and experience more of the emotions that you're wanting to. Obviously, they can't like force you to relax. You have to like partner with the tool that you're using. But then also second, our emotions are highly connected to the rest of the physiology in your body. And so if you are experiencing a lot of stress or anxiety or issues with your sleep, all of that, all of those things are leading to other issues within your body that are really important. So it's actually so amazing that you guys are here tonight because it's going to impact so many more areas of your health than you probably realize. And so the last thing that I want to share and point out is on the screen. You maybe read this already, but I just think this is really powerful, is to remember that 70% of sleeping problems are actually related to psychophysiological issues, meaning like it's literally stress and anxiety in our brains a lot of times that is causing our issues with our sleep. The other 15% is maybe environmental, or 15% is medical, that it's affecting people's sleep. So if you're joining tonight and you have not the greatest sleep quality, I really encourage you to use your essential oils and listen to the things that Michelle shares tonight. Try some of these protocols because they can really help decreasing cortisol in the body and helping support melatonin, which is the sleep hormone that you really want going in your body when you're trying to sleep. So there's so many powerful protocols, and I can't wait for you guys to try some of the ones that Michelle's going to talk about because they have been proven. People love these and have seen really great results with them. So that's all of our science for tonight.
Love it. I love the scientific part of it. It's just good to know. Okay, so let's talk about a nighttime routine. So really the name of the game, like Kristen said, is reducing stress. So having a great night's sleep really starts with having a way to start winding down. So if anyone has kids on this call, you know that when you have small children, you have a sleep routine for your little one. There's usually something that you guys do every night. It's the same thing. And what you're doing in that process is getting your little one ready for bed. And so you want to create that same type of regimen and practice and habit with yourself so that your body starts to learn and become trained that, okay, I am supposed to shut down now. I am ready to go to sleep. One thing that happens when we don't get ourselves in that moment to get ready for bed, our adrenals and our adrenaline is still going, which is why you may lay in bed and your brain just doesn't shut off and you're just constantly thinking. It's because you didn't have time to slowly shut your brain down, to start to power down your computer and shut down so that you can sleep and tell your body now is the time to sleep. And that's why it's so important to have a really great oil regimen. Again, because that scent, that olfactory nerve, those scents create memories. It'll also elicit like, oh, okay, that smell reminds me it's time for bed. So for me personally, my routine at night is that I take 2 Serenity soft gels about 20 minutes before I'm ready for bed. I also take Adaptive. I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And that just keeps me stress-free all day long. Sometimes you could be stressed and not even realize that you're stressed. And so I just take 1 in the morning just for extra good measure in case there's something I'm stressed about that I don't even realize I'm stressed about. So I'll just pop 1 in. But the thing about Adaptive that I love, I also take 1 Copaiba at night and in the morning as well. And the Copaiba is another thing that encourages relaxation and just helps you to rest and sleep. It soothes your anxious feelings, and same with the Serenity. So Adaptive actually has, I took a picture of it because I wanted to share it. There is some more science. It has GABA in it. And GABA is essentially what that is. It's just an amino acid. It's not a chemical. It's all natural. It's an amino acid, but it is a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation, and it decreases your excessive neural activity in the brain and your central nervous system. So again, think about how much is going on throughout your day and how much your CNS gets taxed. I know for me, the amount of emails, the pings, the notifications I get on my phone, the notifications I get on my wrist, sometimes by the time I get home, I'm exhausted from just the little things notifying me that I have stuff to do. And that can feel stressful. And so when I get home, the first thing I want to do is pop in. I always do a lavender based diffuser blend. And then I take one of these, I take all of these products. Yarrow Palm capsules, that one promotes cellular health and it's great for brain and skin. I really use that as skincare. And so maybe it's seeping in and helping with my nightly regimen as well, but I put that on as my skincare. So I'll take 2 Serenity pills at night. I'll take 1 Adaptive in the morning and at night, Copaiba, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And then Yarrow Palm, I'm putting that on my skin as my moisturizer. So all of that is my nightly regimen. Highly recommend you guys create that. And then the other one that I do as part of my nighttime blend to go to sleep is Citrus Bliss, Adaptive, and Serenity in my diffuser. And that smell, when I smell that, my body knows it's time to go to bed. Okay, that was a lot. Hold on. Okay, so let's talk about these oils because there's more. There's so many oils that can support sleep. These right here are sort of your basics. This is a hibernation roller. So you could combine this into a roller. You can also do this as a diffuser blend, but it's frankincense, vetiver, bergamot, and Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile is also a great one that you can put into tea with lavender to help you get restful and start to sleep. It helps me relax immensely. So you can put this all together in your roller. You combine 20 drops of each and then 4 of these oils in, and then you can put them on. I love that it says to put on your big toe. I've never put an oil on my big toe. I've always just done bottoms of my feet. I'm gonna try the big toe. And then you can put them on the palms of your hands, on your pillow, taking those deep breaths again to just relax your CNS. So frankincense, what I love about frankincense, and if you look in this emotions book, it's the oil of truth. I love it, but it also is very soothing and it can settle your mind. Vetiver is actually an oil that can also be found in Serenity. It's a tree oil, and all of the tree oils I have found to be very soothing and calming because it's nature. It's just calming. That's part of balance as well. It's the tree oils. And then bergamot is great for stress. That one has more of a floral scent, but it's also a natural sedative. There's a blend that I think it can be mixed with lavender and ylang ylang, and that's a good one too. So try that one. Okay, I'm giving you guys all the hot tips, all my hot tips. Here we go. Next slide. Okay. So the mood matrix, this is the fun one. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but what it just kind of helps you decide which oil do I need. And so you can just kind of put yourself on here and it's like, do you typically tend to feel more fatigued and no peace? Or are you stressed with no peace? Are you fatigued with no passion? Or are you stressed with no passion? And that will kind of help you choose which oil is it that I need. And it will draw you toward, I'm just moving this camera around because it's in my way. It'll draw you towards the oil that you'd want to try. So Serenity, again, we've talked about Serenity, but that one is a lavender mix. It's a lavender blend and it's very restful. That's great in the diffuser. Balance is a grounding, reassuring blend, and that one is a great one to start your day off with, but also when you get home from work. Balance is the first thing I do when I get home from work. I'm putting balance. One of the things I love about balance is I'll put it right on the top of my head. So right here, I don't have balance with me. I have Citrus Bliss with me, but I'll just do Citrus Bliss on the top of my head right now. Just show you. Can you see me top of my head? Yeah, I just put it right there, top of my head. And then I'll just put some in my hair because I can smell it when it's in my hair. And then just behind the ears, I'm just all over my neck, you guys, just everywhere. Everywhere. Take a bath. I'm taking a shower with my balance bar. Balance everything. Okay, Citrus Bliss. Citrus Bliss is amazing. I don't know if you guys have smelled this, but it's an orangey vanilla smell. But this is What I love about citrus oils is that they can be invigorating, but they can and be energizing, but they can also be very relaxing. So I actually like to mix this with my other oils that I use for calm. It's a good blend. Okay, next slide. And here are some really great testimonials I'm going to share with you guys. Let me just move this around. Okay. So I can never sleep in a strange place like on vacation or visiting someone. I put a drop of serenity and a drop of balance in my hands, rub together and inhale a few times, then rub over my pillowcase, and I'm able to sleep then. It's amazing what difference it makes. And that's incredible. I definitely take my pilot on vacation everywhere I go to. All right, balance is what brought me out of, I gotta move these things. It's what brought me out of my dark place. Thank you for all that you do, all the sharing that all you do. I'm the one watching and listening and learning so that I cannot be in the dark. Balance is a great one to pull you out of a dark place. Again, it's a tree oil. And so nature can be very calming and it can bring you back to your center. So that's a great one. Okay, so let's talk about the Adaptive collection. I have all of these products and use them daily. You've got the oil, which has magnolia, wild orange, a couple of other oils in there, copaiba, spearmint, neroli, and sweet gum. This is a great addition to your diffuser. I love Adaptive and Citrus Bliss together alone is an incredible blend. So try that in your diffuser, and then the Adaptive capsules, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. You can also do 2 in the evening if you're feeling extra stressed. And then the Adaptive Touch that you can just take with you on the go. I keep Adaptive Touch at my office on my desk. And when I'm feeling stressed, or honestly, just right before I'm on a call or go to a meeting, I'm rolling on my Adaptive. But this is a great collection. It comes all together in a 3 set, and you can buy all 3 all at once. And we have some more testimonials about Adaptive, because Adaptive is actually very, very powerful. We've got some really great stories about how people have changed their lives through Adaptive. So this one is an incredible one. I wanted to share how amazing Adaptive has been on my 7th grader. She struggles with anxiety and is a worrier. I was excited to have her try the Adaptive capsule. The first time she took it was the night before a test. When I asked her the next morning if it had helped, she said yes. I asked how she knew that it had helped, and she told me that the night before every test she takes, she gets knots in her stomach and feels sick. And for the first time, that didn't happen to her. Yay. Last night, she was overwhelmed with the amount of homework she had to do, took an Adaptive, and was a completely different kid. This morning, she overslept, was an emotional wreck, and when she gets in those states, it's nearly impossible to get her out of them and help her think rationally. I had her take one and it almost immediately started working. She calmed down and was able to get ready. This capsule is a huge blessing to have. I'm so grateful to have Adaptive for her to take when she needs them. And that's super powerful right there. That's why I like taking it once in the morning and once at night, so I never get out of control. For the past couple of months, I've been taking Copaiba soft gel and Adaptive capsules daily to help with anxiety, smoking, moodiness. What a game changer this has been. As of March 2nd, I'm no longer taking my Wellbutrin. I never was depressed, and I am giddy, and I am that giddy up and go 52-year-old tweeting birdie. My grandkids call me Birdie. I had a hard time staying focused. I suffered from moodiness. I would smoke a cigarette to take the edge off my nervousness. It chilled me out. I'm so thankful I found Copaiba and Adaptive. This is my new thing for getting chilled out. I love it. These are so fun to read. Okay. When my anxiety gets bad enough, I start to get nauseous, a rash, and heart palpitations, but those subside within minutes of using either Adaptive or Peace. That's a good one too. We'll talk about Peace here in a little bit. Okay, I have shared Adaptive with a friend that has PTSD, and he's saying he's feeling the difference the oils are making for him. Much calmer, unbelievable. That's incredible. That's a really powerful story. There's also really great stories about how Adaptive can help kids with ADHD. My nephew actually has ADHD, and my sister has been kind of on the fence about getting oils, but my mom got her the Adaptive and she put it on the bottom of his feet. And he called and left me a message. He's 9, to say he gave me his review. He absolutely loved it. The smell is amazing. It's a quality product and he loves it and feels more relaxed. So that's my 9-year-old nephew's review of Adaptive, but truly it really is an incredible supplement. I think the combination of all 3 is absolutely a requirement for my daily life, and then also for my husband. I create our pill boxes every week, and I've been slipping in Copaiba and Adaptive into his boxes as well, and I've noticed a huge difference in his mood level and how he feels every day too. It's incredible. Okay, so let's talk about diffuser recipes, because there's so many things you can do, but these ones are really great for all things stress, sleep, emotions. So Adaptive and Wild Orange, again, that's what I was just talking about, Adaptive and Citrus Bliss. That Adaptive mixed with the citrus smells amazing, and that's a great one for managing stress, calming down, feeling more relaxed. Balance and Wild Orange is also a great one for that same thing, feeling grounded. Forgive, Balance, and Breathe, I would say that's another awesome choice for the relaxation, stress. Peace, Balance, Vetiver, that's a great one for sleep. Vetiver is, again, a tree oil. It's really thick, so it's hard to get out of the container, but it's a great one for helping you sleep, along with Peace. And then Citrus Bliss, Sandalwood, Grapefruit, and Elevation. This one is a mood booster right here. Grapefruit and citrus and elevation, all of those elicit happiness feelings. And so if you are feeling down or just kind of blah, I would try this diffuser blend for sure. Did you guys have time to write those down? Just like leave it up for a second or take a picture. Okay. Okay, so just wanted to go over ways you could support and some ideas for what to put in your LRP box. I never have any problems thinking of what I should put in my LRP box, but some people do. So I'm going to go over some options that you have that specifically for stress, sleep, and emotions. So this is one that you could create. You could do all 3, that kit, that triad of Adaptive. You can add in a Wild Orange to mix in with your Adaptive collection, the Copaiba, and then the Balance. And then what this will do is typically get you the free oil of the month, which this month is TerraShield, which is awesome for the summertime. It is a citronella lemongrass blend that is really great for keeping mosquitoes and bugs at bay. So great to put in your diffuser and take it outside. Or one thing that I've done is put it in a bottle with coconut oil, and I've used it as bug spray, and I'll just put it all over my body. Okay, and then doTERRA has these awesome wellness kits. I don't know if you guys know about these or not, but these kits are awesome. I'm going to go over 2 kits. One is a sleep kit and the other one is the mind and mood kit. I've gotten both kits. They're great. And what comes in the first kit is what is that? Calmer. And that one is very similar to Serenity, but it's actually a kid's oil. These colored ones are technically for kids, but they're great for adults too. But it smells very similar to Serenity. And I'll put that when I'm sitting on the couch on the bottoms of my feet and on my neck. And it comes with cedarwood. Cedarwood and lavender are a great blend for sleep. And then obviously the Serenity soft gels, which my husband has told me that when he takes Serenity soft gels, because he used to do CBD every night, and he's now off CBD completely and has switched over to Serenity for sleep. And he says he gets deeper, more wild, vivid dreams by being on Serenity than he did on CBD, and his sleep is so full. And I would say for me personally, when I take Serenity, I wake up just feeling rested. It's like quality sleep, where I normally, or I have slept in the past where I'm kind of sleeping and having an out of body experience where, when you're like laying down in your sleep, but you're not asleep, you like think you're asleep and you're like, am I sleeping? Is this sleep? But with Serenity, you are knocked out. I don't even wake up when my husband's alarm goes off. Okay, and then the second kit that comes, it comes with Copaiba and Breathe. Breathe and lavender together are an awesome blend in the diffuser at night. The Breathe obviously helps you open up your airways and get you more oxygen, which will help you sleep naturally. And then that mixed with the lavender just creates a really great relaxing blend. Then it comes with Petite Grain, which is also a classic sleep oil. And then Magnolia Touch in the little mini bottle. The Magnolia has linalool in it, and the linalool is another, I don't know what it is. It's something scientific, but it also helps you sleep. It's a relaxant, and it is the Magnolia smells incredible. Lately, I've been so drawn to the Magnolia, and Magnolia. I just have to take a moment. I was so drawn to it. I was like, what? Why am I so drawn to this Magnolia? So I wanted to know what Magnolia was. It is the oil of compassion, and it connects people with the energy of the divine matriarch and helps you bring out your feminine spirit, which is so interesting that I'm so drawn to that because I am more of a masculine person and leader and spirit. So I guess I'm being called to be more feminine. So I don't know. Okay. Sleep kit number 2 also comes with the Serenity body butter. I don't know if you've tried the doTERRA body butter, but y'all, the body butter changed my life. It smells so good, the big bottle. But the Serenity, this one comes with a Serenity mini. So when you get out of the shower, you can put on all your Serenity stuff and be ready to go. Comes with this great little gratitude journal. And then the last part of this kit comes with peace, bergamot, and lavender. So again, it just comes with all the things that will help you create really great diffuser blends for sleep. It also comes with a Serenity bath oil. I don't take baths, but if you do, that's a great one. So anyway, the sleep kit's amazing. All right, this kit right here is the Mind and Mood Wellness Program. This one's great for stress, but also sleep. But it comes mostly with the adaptive products and the balance products. It comes with a unscented body butter that you can add in your own oil. So you can do like a wild orange adaptive body scented body butter and put that on if you're feeling stressed. So this is a really great kit as well. I've gotten all of these products. They're great. And it comes with a fun little bag. Okay, and then this kit, I got this kit for my sister as a gift because she's a stressed out mom. And it is the Calm and Harmony kit. And this one comes with a really great collection of oils that are great for creating blends for sleep and rest. It comes with the Peace Touch Roller, which just elicits feelings of peace. And then the Serenity soft gels, which I love. Okay, and then let's talk about Symphony of the Cells. This is really cool. I haven't done Symphony of the Cells yet, but Kristen, I heard, is the expert, so she's going to share a little bit more about that.
So I love what you just shared about too, Michelle. I think what I love most about all those kits is it kind of just makes it a no-brainer process to get some of the best oils for either sleep or for supporting your emotions on hand. And really that's like the first thing is you have to have them there and then start creating those routines. So anyways, thanks for sharing those. So the Symphony of the Cells is a really powerful tool, just another option to have in your arsenal. So if you're brand new to this game, maybe just like tune out for a hot second. But for those of you that are just looking for another thing to add to your arsenal, I just have to tell you, the Symphony of the Cells protocols are super powerful. It comes in a book just like this. You can see it on the screen. And you can buy this on this website, symphonyofthecells.com. And there are so many stories I could tell you about these different protocols. There's a protocol in here for infectious disease, and there's one in here for hormone healing. And a lot of people have actually used this in fertility protocols and gotten pregnant through it. There's a protocol that's called the inflammatory protocol, and that really has helped people that deal with a lot of inflammation. I honestly, oh, cool. Sharon just shared that she uses this book with her private yoga sessions often. That is so cool. So the one that I wanted to highlight specifically tonight, well, before I go into the details of it, if you want to become more familiar with how to actually do a Symphony of the Cells protocol, number one, the book is really helpful. Number two, there's actually a demo that I recorded that is on our team's Facebook page, the LDC page, or you can also reach out to the person that taught you about doTERRA, because they can help walk you through. But really, it's very simple, and it's just this process of layering multiple different oils along the spine. So with each essential oil, it has a different chemical makeup. Michelle was talking about that when she talked about the linalool. That's the chemical constituent that's in magnolia. Well, each different oil has a different chemical makeup, and it will benefit us in different ways. And so when we do a Symphony of the Cells protocol, it layers different essential oils that all have different constituents and can benefit our bodies in different ways. And so with the Amobic protocol that you can see here on the screen, if you want to take a picture of it, go ahead. Basically what you're doing is you're first putting frankincense on the person's shoulders. You normally have them laying on their tummy with their back exposed. Then there's this little nose, which means you have them smell it, and then you put it on their feet. And then you go to neroli, where you put it on their shoulders, you have them smell it on their feet. And then rose, jasmine, carrier oil, you see how you layer them. And so I will just tell you, like, when I first saw this, I was like, dang, that's so many oils. But I'm going to give you a real life example of how powerful this is. My husband was diagnosed with Graves' disease back in 2017. And it was really hard on our marriage, to be honest, because basically Graves' disease is where your thyroid is going really, really fast. Everything in your body is going really, really fast. And so he would get really anxious and he would get really irritable, and that didn't always go well in our marriage. And so we would end up having these arguments because he was being so irritable and anxious, and I was getting stressed by him, and I would not respond the best. So we'd have these arguments, right? And there were a few times I remember there's a specific Sunday where he got triggered on the way to church, and he started driving really fast, and we have a little baby in the back, and I was mad at him because he was driving like a silly person. And TMI, you get the picture. We've all been in these moments, right? But we get home and the argument's still continuing. It's heated after church, right? And I remember I got to this moment and I like stopped. And I was like, what am I doing? This is dumb. And I actually told him to lay down and take his shirt off. I was like, go lay down, take your shirt off. I'm putting oils on you. I probably said it just like that. And then I got my oils out to do the Amobic protocol, and I applied these one after another. And I'm not even kidding you, he fell asleep. And it literally just diffused our entire argument. It helped bring him down. It helped bring me down because I was applying those oils on his spine. And it was a way for us to connect emotionally too, because I was touching him in a healthy and safe way. And it just like restored that connection back into our relationship. And then plus having the oils impacting us at the same time. And so that is just an example of like how powerful the Amobic protocols can be. I just can't, it still blows me away. It was like literally like 1 in the middle of the day, and he fell asleep after I did this protocol after being upset and angry. And so, like I said, there's so many other powerful testimonies with these protocols, but I just encourage you, like if you or somebody you know is struggling with something, whether it's depression or extreme anxiety or PTSD or issues with sleep, it's so worth it to invest in this way and support your body, support its ability to heal, and getting on top of your emotions, or supporting the people that you love. Like that was what I loved so much in that moment about this Amobic protocol was I became empowered in a new way as a wife, because I didn't know, like in the past, I didn't know how to help him to calm down. And so I would just get frustrated at him. And after that experience, I was then like, oh, okay, this is how I can help him in these moments when he's getting triggered and like his hormones, all the things are like working against him. So anyways, if you haven't checked out the Symphony of the Cells, it's a powerful protocol that can really help you in a simple way. It looks complex, but it's really just putting oils on their spine and rubbing them in one after the other. It takes like 8 minutes. So it's super simple and so powerful.
Ooh, I love that story. Thanks for sharing that, Kristen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that. I would say what I've been using balance when I first started using the oils, and I was trying to introduce them to my husband, what we would do is part of our daily routine when he would get home from work, we would sit on the couch and I would take balance and I would just rub it on the bottoms of his feet for him. And it was a really cool experience because, again, it's the physical touch and the connection. And then it's also a habit and a ritual and a time for us to connect. And so balance actually calmed him down from his day of work, but then it also brought us together and closer in our relationship. It's really, really, yeah, it's really cool when you start to use the oils on a regular basis and bring them into your lifestyle. So I just wanted to kind of just let you guys know, again, what I want you to take away from tonight is for sleep, what's really important is that you create a habit and a ritual around your sleep process. Get yourself ready for bed. You can't just change into your pajamas, wash your face, and get into bed and expect to fall asleep. There's too much going on in our lives these days. So really giving yourself time to get into that sleep mode. What is your ritual? What is your process? What's going to be your nighttime sleepy routine? Think of yourself as a little 5-year-old and give yourself a little sleepy routine. And then for stress and emotional support, again, just a reminder from what I said this earlier at the beginning of the class, it truly starts with whatever is going on in your body. So identify what those emotions and stress feels like in your body. Use that as an awareness tool to say, I'm feeling something that I don't necessarily think I want to be feeling. What tools do I need to get myself out of that emotion or out of that feeling? And then how can I make a new choice to feel something different? And that's really the process of managing your stress and emotions. It's truly just identifying, recognizing, and then making a new choice once you're ready to feel something different. Okay, so that's stress, sleep, and emotions. And now I'm going to transition into using your oils, sharing your oils, and teaching others, and what it looks like to be a transition from a customer into a wellness advocate. And so I'll share quickly. There's really typically 3 ways to share. And it's through these 3 ways right here. And I'll talk to you about those here in a second. And I will say what I chose for myself is that I am choosing to build a team and supplement or replace income. And for me personally, what I love about doTERRA is the product's number 1. I am a product-aholic. I used to work at Lululemon, and Lululemon is all about the product. And so for me, what I loved about doTERRA is that doTERRA is the same way. It's a company and it's a business about the product and elevating and amplifying the quality of the product. And then it's about educating people. And that's truly what I loved about working at Lululemon. It was like high quality black stretchy pants. And it was our jobs to educate people about why they needed to buy these black stretchy pants that were $100 when you can get black stretchy pants at Target for a lot less. And so really it's the same thing. You can get these oils for a lot less at many other places, but the quality of doTERRA is really unmatched. And I think that the company and what they're doing is really incredible. And that's why I chose to become a wellness advocate and really just help people through the process. These have helped me so much that I just want to continue to share. And so really there's several different ways to start sharing. You can share on a referral basis and just be in partnership with the person that enrolled you. And through that referral process, by you bringing people to that person, they will gift you free oils. And that's a really great way to get oils into people's hands. And it's, if you just naturally can hear people talking about, I'm struggling with sleep. Oh, I know something that could help you. Let me tell you about this. It's just a natural, easy conversation. So that's one way. The other way is if you're looking to make a little bit of extra income is to then switch your account to be a wellness advocate. And really what that looks like is you're just enrolling your friends. Like you have friends that are struggling with certain things and you're excited about your product and you're just telling them about it. And then you enroll them and you get them to sign up and become a customer. And through that process, you'll earn extra income. And then the third way, which is what I just talked about, is the way that I've chosen, the path that I've chosen is really to supplement and replace income. But the other piece that I didn't talk about that I love about building a business around this is it's truly about leadership development. And I am a leadership coach. And so for me, building a team, the idea of having a leadership team and helping them grow as individuals and business owners to do this work, to set goals for themselves, to stretch themselves and really push for something is really what I've love about being a wellness advocate, and sort of taking it beyond just enrolling my friends and having it be a side hustle. So those are the three ways to become a sharer in this business. There's many different options. So if any of those interest you, definitely just talk to the person that enrolled you. You won't regret it. And along the way, you'll end up helping so many people. And that's the most beautiful thing. Kristen always uses the words ripple and creating ripples. And it really is creating ripples throughout your own community, and throughout, honestly, the world. I mean, I enrolled somebody from Canada. So you guys, like, it's going global. Okay, so we can open it up for questions. And Kristen, I don't know, do you have the questions, or are there questions in the chat?
So I actually added in the chat already our roll call form. So I just wanted to highlight that in case you guys didn't see it. It's right there. I'll add it in one more time because there's been a few comments since then. So you click that form and you fill that out in order for us to be able to track that you were here tonight. Oh, thanks for catching that, Michelle. Let me just quick fix one thing on the form. Okay, got it. It should be good to go.
And I need to tell you about these things too.
Yes, go ahead. You can remind them about that. And then if anybody has questions, you can type it in the chat or unmute yourself to share after Michelle is done covering what's coming up.
Also, look at my typo. I love it. So LDC Forum for Beginners. I don't know how to spell that, and that's totally fine. I think you guys know what I meant. And that's happening August 5th. And that's really great for anyone who has just gotten their oils and they need a 101. And then August 12th is going to be our next 201 continuing education class on immune support for back to school season, and what that could look like to keep yourself healthy during this next phase of the fall season. Also, lavender is on 10% off this month. So go get your lavender and your TerraShield. And I think that was everything else was to share. So now we can go to questions.
Yes.
Okay, let me open up this chat. Does anyone have any questions? No?
I have a question.
Oh, great.
Michelle, have you used oils to calm your dogs ever?
Yes.
I don't have pets, so I'm not asking for myself personally, but I just know some people do. And
Yes.
I've heard, I mean, I know we're past the 4th of July. I know like some of my friends use oils to calm their dogs with fireworks and stuff, but maybe there will be residual ones this weekend. I don't know. In general, how do you calm your dogs with your oils?
Lavender and copaiba is what I do, and I'll just diffuse that around them, and I'll put the diffuser right in the center, and usually they fall asleep. Also recently, this has nothing to do with stress or sleep, but copaiba, my dog Mazzy, she's 12, or no, she's 11, and she was suffering from arthritis and she wouldn't get up out of her crate. And so I gave her copaiba and her dog food, and she was back to running the next day. And I also gave her a turmeric pill. So I highly recommend turmeric and copaiba for your arthritic dogs, 100%.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Deborah just asked, can you use oils for allergies in dogs?
I feel like I've read something about that. I don't know exactly for sure if you can or you can't, but I definitely feel like I have read something around that. Yes. Then you can put the oils on topically onto dogs. You can put them on the paws of their feet. Oh, Sandy says, yes, you can. So yes, you can use oils for allergies in dogs. I would search the LDC group and see what comes up. I know there's a great vet. Oh, there they are.
They're like, hey, we hear you talking about his mom.
Okay, any other questions?
Thanks so much for tonight, Michelle. This was great. I think we got all the questions.
Okay, so good. Well, thanks for joining us. Cinnamon's really excited for you guys to start having a sleep routine.
So
I don't know who was asking about the dogs, but Dr. Rourke's book has all the things in there. Allergies, ear problems. We do all kinds of things on Chevy.
Cool. Do you know what it says in there for allergies, Sandy?
So
Lemon
he
pepper?
is, so mine is like a small horse. We actually give him Tri-Ease capsules
Oh,
in a pill
cool.
pocket.
Because your dog's really big.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's really helpful.
You're welcome.
Cool.
I love it.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks again for sharing that. Sandy.
Welcome. Bye.
Everyone wants to know where to get the book. Oh, shoot. On Amazon. What's the name of the book again, Sandy? I actually gave mine away as a giveaway because
It's Essential Oils for Pets Guidebook. It's Janet Roark, DBM. She has a Facebook page.
Essential Oils for Pets. She's actually on doTERRA's veterinarian board. So she's from Austin, Texas. That's so helpful. Thanks for sharing that, Sandy. Cool. Okay. Well, good night, everyone.
Bye.